Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for clicking my video. It's been a minute, but I'm back, and today I'm going to switch up the topic of discussion. Not too much of a review, but more of a statement by me, and maybe, it can kind of change you guys' opinion or make you at least think about what I'm trying to say. Now, today I want to be talking about Jacquees Webster, aka Travis Scott, a notorious Houston rapper who's, you know, arguably the biggest Houston rapper ever. And, so he's no shortage of famous. Let's say that. He's very famous. He's doing his thing. I love what he represents for the city, and he's a dope artist. Now, basically, my whole discussion today is to give you my opinion on why I believe he is the most overrated artist of our generation, if not maybe even of all time in hip hop, in the hip hop genre. Now, Travis Scott is 29 years old. Um, Kind of came to fame with his first single, "Antidote," which in recent years has aged poorly, very poorly in my opinion, and the main reason was because at that time it was a different sound, but now that almost everything is melodic, the sound kind of watered down, and you can kind of notice the song isn't really that good. There's a few things I want to hit on why I believe Travis Scott is overrated and why maybe in the like after his next upcoming album he might be on the clock. As a 30-year-old making his type of music, which to me is very dominant on features more than his actual own ability. He's more dominant when he's on other people's song versus his own music. Now, I'll give you an example. For instance, his biggest song ever, "Sicko Mode." We all know who we came to hear on that track. It's Drake. You get Drake on that track. First of all, you get Drake on any track. I expect it to blow up. And Travis Scott dating Kylie Jenner, which is part of the Kardashian family. He's not even bigger than his girlfriend, if that makes sense. Um, Drake basically pedestaled him into an opportunity where he was able to perform at the Super Bowl. We all know if Drake was not on that track, he's not at the Super Bowl. We also know that due to that track, he was able to rack in 700 million views on that video, "Sicko Mode." And that's not a testament to just Travis Scott. It's a testament to you having the biggest rapper in the world on your track, who also did quite great on the track. He did his thing. So that mixed in with a lot of hype beasts that already kind of like Travis Scott, you're bound to do numbers. So that uplifted him to a Super Bowl performance, also uplifted him to have 700 million views. And guess what? That uplifted his album to sell pretty good. He sold, it says 537,000 copies first week. A lot of that, let's be honest, if we're talking about actual music, it's not really his music. It's his clothes, his attire. A lot of people like his clothes, his designer clothes and everything. So a lot of those sales came in bundles, if we want to be honest. So let's say hypothetically we throw out "Sicko Mode." Okay, you just got "Sicko Mode." He has other hits, right? This is true. I'm not denying that he has hits by himself, but his biggest songs are features. We could go to his second biggest song, "Goosebumps," that has Kendrick Lamar on it, the second biggest artist in the world, and actually battling for being number one. It just shows me that yes, he is talented. However, he a lot of his talent is predicated on bigger artists hopping on his track and kind of lifting him to that height. And if you want to be honest, that's the reason why Goosebumps has 587 million views on YouTube. It's because you got Kendrick on there too. And if we want to throw that out, right? So we could throw that out. His actual biggest solo song by himself was his most recent song, "Highest in the Room." Are you serious? You've been out since I was in like the ninth, 10th grade. You've been in the game for a good 7 years. Your biggest song that you just is just the past song that you just did. It's not on your album. It's just a regular single. That's not too impressive to me. And if you want to throw that out, okay, we throw that out, right? We throw that out. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. We throw that out, right? Producer wise, people are like, he's a great producer. He's so great. He's this. Now, I don't want to say he's just a terrible producer because music is it depends on your ear. My personal opinion, he worked with two legends. He worked with Kanye West and Jay-Z, right? The Kanye West album, Yay. Not Yay, I'm sorry, excuse me. Yeezus, by far. Now, a lot of people disagree. That's his worst album he's ever made. It doesn't even come close. It's his worst album he's ever made. And if we even want to go to Jay-Z, when he worked with Jay-Z, the Magna Carta, worst album. Worst album Jay-Z's ever done. It was so bad. I remember I had an Android and they were giving it out to people that had an Android for free. It was a free album. It was free. It didn't matter. Anybody, my mama could have got the album if she had an Android. You could have got the album if you had an Android. It basically what I'm saying, it's more hype than what I'm actually seeing on paper. When I'm looking at the paper and the statistics and I run the numbers, it's not that good. It's not that good. And you could be talented all you want. You can have the ability to galvanize people and be the I'm lit guy. But you're going on 30 next year in April. Are you gonna you got young studs signed to you that's coming up that kind of sound similar to you, but they're younger and they kind of got that hype too. How long are you gonna be able to hold on? Astroworld, I don't know if it's gonna age that well. I haven't been hearing that much buzz about it lately, but it scares me to know that a lot of people consider him such a great artist, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. It's not. I'm looking at the paper, and I'm not seeing it. So next time a Travis Scott fan comes to me or tries to argue with me, I understand you like his music. I like Kid Cudi, but that's basically who Travis Scott is. He's a more hype, more famous version, and a sound kind of stole a little bit of Kid Cudi sound, and that's fine. He paid his dues, but like I said, there's a difference between somebody that's all hype and like somebody like Kid Cudi who's authentic and he raised a certain type of style. He raised a certain type of people, like a certain style in hip hop that is going to be followed for years and years and years versus somebody that's just benefiting off of it. And when they are benefiting off of it, the most benefit is when they're hopping on other people. Well, other bigger artists are hopping on their track. So tell me, is Travis Scott overrated to you? Or is he legit? My opinion, he's a bit overrated. And in the next couple of years, when he's about 30, let's see how far his music goes. But as of right now, I believe he's more in the media. He's in McDonald's commercials. He's over here endorsing PS5, but the music, you're a hip hop artist. So I don't think you're necessarily on the clock. However, are you overrated? I think you are. But respect to Travis Scott. Shout out to him.